3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go.
Well, hello there and welcome to another edition of Warbird Wednesday. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. And today we're talking about a stubby little fighter that really was a flash in the pan and didn't really turn out very well. It worked out for one country, which we'll talk about, but on the whole, it was not a very good aircraft, and it came and went very quickly in the U.S. arsenal, and that is the Brewster, the Buffalo, the F2A. But first, what is this? I feel like maybe I am nothing against flight attendants, but it really does look like a flight attendant hat, don't you think?
Here we go. Thanks for flying with us. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I think it is. Well, the kids will love it as we give it to them. Oh, nice catch there, Jason. So I'm going to take this. Now, this is an airplane that ultimately changed the tide in the Pacific, which was the Grumman, the F6L Hellcat. I'll throw up a plan view. Greg in post can throw up a plan view of the Buffalo. Now, the Buffalo was the first U.S. monoplane, one of the first, with an arrestor hook. Now, the interesting thing is it actually beat out the Wildcat, and the Wildcat originally started out as a biplane, and then they brought it back as a monoplane, and then ultimately it moved forward in the Navy's mind as they got more and more disenchanted with the Buffalo, and we know what happened with the Wildcat. The Wildcat held the line until this Hellcat could get in there and really turn the tide in the Pacific. The big challenge with the Buffalo was that it was underpowered, it was too heavy, and by the time that it went into combat, anybody that was flying it, whether it was one of our allies, the United States, was actually cutting back fuel and cutting back ammunition to lighten up the airplane to try to get it to at least be somewhat on par, especially with the Japanese, where it was seeing most of its combat. It did see some combat in Europe with the Finns, and we're going to talk about that. But in the Pacific, it was just hopelessly outclassed, and anywhere that it was fielded, literally the airplane was gone from inventory because they were shot down or they were so badly damaged they were no longer flyable very early in the war. So this is not a type that went on for very long. Its first flight was in 1937. It was introduced in 1939, and there were 509 of them built by Brewster. Now, the Navy, another story with the Brewsters, the Navy was not happy with Brewster, and they didn't like some of the things that were going on with their how they were managing the program. And then ultimately, Brewster went on to build Corsairs, if you can believe that. The country that we're going to salute today that was the best, that had the best luck with this aircraft, were the Finns. And they called the Buffalo the B239E. That's like the flux capacitor. Why don't we just call it that? But the Finns did actually extraordinary well with the Soviets. We're going to talk about that when we get through the salute, but I want to talk about the Finns and their fights with the Soviets. We see a lot going on with Ukraine, right? And the Ukrainians fighting the Russians. The Finns did the same thing, and the sad part about the Finns is, winning the battle and lose the war. The Finns did extremely well against the Russians in numerous instances, and then unfortunately they just were so numerically overwhelmed that they ended up having to sue for peace. So today we're going to salute the Finns and the Finnish Air Force with the Brewster, the F2A Buffalo, or the B239E. And we're going to do it with Eli's Orange Pop. Wow, I haven't heard of pop in a long time. Let's see, 140 calories. You know what? I don't see a California Redemption certificate on this. It's another botulism shot. We'll go ahead and pop this open. So to the Finns and all the work that you did fighting the Soviets during World War II, I salute you.
Oh, this is good. It's gluten-free.
Oh, man, that's bad. Oh, that's it. Yeah, he's smiling. He's enjoying it. Jason's enjoying it. That's terrible. One more swig.
You know that's not the end of it. Hey, look. Tropical punch.
Even icing that would not help. That was just foul. So, to give you an idea of how well the Finns did with the B-239E, they shot down 459 Soviet aircraft versus 15 Buffaloes. So why were the Japanese having such success and the Finns? I think it's just different air tactics. And the tactics the Finns were using the airplane in the Pacific. Also, again, we had this tendency early in the war with the Allied air forces to try to dogfight with the Japanese, which I've covered many times, which in early equipment was just absolute suicide. And so I want to say it's the way that the aircraft were employed by the Finns versus the Soviets versus the Allied pilots in the Pacific that really told the tale. Now, the interesting thing about the B-239 is that it actually flew with the Finnish Air Force up until 1948. That's how much they liked it. When later in the war, they were re-equipped with ME-109s, but they kept some of these Brewsters, and they continued to fly them up until 1948, and then the aircraft moved into history. Most of them were scrapped. They're a very hard aircraft to find. There are some in Europe, but they're not an easy aircraft to find, and they are really almost a doorstop in the American arsenal, if I can. That's kind of a derogatory term. I hate to say that, but they're frowned upon very heavily, and they were just gone. So that's one of the reasons why you just can't find them unless you can find one shot down somewhere, and I don't know of any. So with that is the epitaph of the Brewster Buffalo. Now, if you are sitting at home and you don't want a Brewster Buffalo, but you want a mix or match micro aircraft for the kids, these things are great. I don't know, my grandkids, you give this stuff to them, they go crazy for this stuff. So click on the link and Jason will send one of these out to you. I think you build these each one at a time, right? Very good. A custom build micro match. He'll get that sent out to you, and you can either give that out now or save it for Christmas and have a nice Christmas gift. So click on that link. We cannot do all of this beautiful stuff, and here is an amazing aircraft, air superiority aircraft, the P-47. We cannot do all this without your help. Click on that link below, donate a few bucks, help us keep the aircraft in the air. If you came across us on social media and you like what you see, these quick aircraft reviews.
Okay, quiet on set. Going for picture. Roll sound.
With just one run through, go ahead and give us a subscription, give us a like, give us a comment on what you'd like to see. We would be happy to take your suggestions and talk about an aircraft that you suggest. My name is Fred Bell. I am the Vice Chairman of the Palm Springs Air Museum. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
3, 2, 1, end of test. King with a go. Wow! 6,
blessed day. All my fears have gone away. I guess this means I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly. Wasn't long ago I shook at the thought of being hooked. But ever since I wrote my book, I'm ready to fly, ready to fly.
Come along and join us, we can plug you in a simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the perfect imitator. We'll give away all your music to the operator. We were born with the light to shine, and we can do it in our lifetime. And when we get the balance right, oh, we're riding on the satellite.
Satellite.
I was walking down the park, saw them hitting the beat. The sound that emanated, it was really sweet. Told them of a shy young man bitten twice, and gave a little old school good advice. Pretending's not the thing, got to be yourself. Honesty, integrity, happiness and health. Bending to the needs of others ain't the way. Be true to yourself and let the music play. Come along and join us, we can plug you in a simulator. We'll teach you how to dance and be the